suffered personal, thus becomes us to feel righteousness. It is written, man shall not live with bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. So the again shall not tempt the Lord of God. But again Satan was written, shall worship the Lord of God, and him alone shall serve. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven at hand, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Bless the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Bless go mourn, for they shall go comfortable, as the meek, they shall inherit the earth. Bless go who hunger and thirst after righteousness, they shall be filled. Bless the merciful, they shall obtain mercy. Bless the pure heart, they shall see God. Bless the peacemakers, they shall be called sons of God. Bless the persecutor, for the righteousness' sake, there is the kingdom of heaven. Bless even Mary, while persecution shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice, be exceeding glad. Great is your reward, which in heaven, for so they persecute the prophets which were before ye. Your salt is yours, if the salt was a savor. Where is it be salt, and then good for nothing, but be thrown in another foot of man? You laser rolled, the city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. And there man light a candle, and put it under a bushel, on a candlestick, and give a light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, they can see good work and glorify your Father which in heaven. Did not come to destroy the law of the prophets, not come to destroy but to fulfill. Whereas say to you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot, one title shall no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. For whoever therefore shall be commanded with his least commandment shall teach men, so shall God the least in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever shall do and teach shall be called the great in the kingdom of heaven. For saying to you, except righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees shall not cause enter the kingdom of heaven. Short it was that was them in all time, shall not kill, whoever shall kill shall be under judgment. By saying to you, whoever shall anger his brother shall be under judgment. Whoever shall say to his brother Raka shall be under counsel. Whoever shall say the fool shall be under of hellfire. Therefore when you bring gift to the altar, as a remembrance, your brother has outhate against you, leave a gift of altar, and go your way, first be reconciled to your brother, and come and offer a gift. Agree with your adversary quickly, while you away with him. Lest at any time your adversary can deliver you to the judge can deliver you to the officer, and you be cast into prison. But I'll say to you, shall not come thence, till have paid uttermost your farthing. First be upset with them. In all time, you shall not commit adultery. By saying, whoever shall look on a woman to lust her has already committed adultery in his heart. Right eye to find you, pluck it out, and cast from you, for it is evil for you, that one of thy members shall perish, but not the whole body shall be cast into hell. Right hand to find you, cut off, cast from you, for it is evil for you, that one of thy members shall perish, but not the whole body shall be cast into hell. It has been said, whoever frees his wife, let him give her right to the divorcement. By saying to you, whoever frees his wife, same was the cause of fornication, cause her to commit adultery, because whoever marries her is divorced commit adultery. For it was ever them in all times, not for sphere yourself, but perform unto the Lord and also. By saying to you, spare not all, never heaven, where is God throne, never earth, where is his footstool, and never Jerusalem, where is the city of the great king. And there is fear by head, because you cannot make one of hair black or white. Let your communication will be yea, yea, nay, nay, whatever mercies comes from evil. Hurt was that was them, eye for the eye, tooth for the tooth. By saying to you, do not resist evil. So rest smite you in right cheek, turn to him another also. Rest stow it a lot, take away a coat. Let him have a clock also. Whoever shall compel you to go a mile, goes him fine. Give to him that ask you, and from him that will borrow you, do not turn away from him. Short it was that was them, shall love your neighbor, hate your enemy. By saying you shall love your enemies. Let them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them which spitefully use you and persecute you, that you might be sons of your Father which in heaven. Praise his Son, good and evil, send his rain, just and unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not in public unto soul. If you salute your brethren only, what more than this? Do not aim Gentile to soul. Be thou perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Take heed that do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you have no reward of your Father which in heaven. Therefore when you does your alms, do not sound trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in synagogues, in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Well saying to you to keep their words. But you, when you does your alms, and not your left hand know what your right hand does, that your alms may be in secret, and your Father which is in secret shall reward you openly. When they praise, do not be the hypocrites. They love praise, standing in synagogues, corners of the streets, they may be seen of men. Well saying to you to keep their words. But when you praise, enter your closet. When you quest, shut your door. Pray to your Father which is in secret, and your Father which is in secret shall reward you openly. When you praise, use not for any repetition as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for very much speaking. Do not be therefore like them, for your Father know what they have need before ask him. This man Ezra pray, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom comes, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. But yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. We forgive men that trespass, Heavenly Father also forgive your trespasses. shall not forgive men their trespasses, Heavenly Father shall not forgive your trespasses. When you fast, do not be hypocrites. When you fast, do not be as hypocrites, for they when you fast, do not be the hypocrites of that conscience, for they fear of their faces, they may appear unto men to fast. But even the fast, anoint your head and wash your face, that you may not appear unto men to fast. But your Father which is in secret, and your Father which is in secret shall reward you openly. Lay not up for yourself treasures of the earth, where most and rust does corrupt, where thieves break throats and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where most and rust does not corrupt, where thieves do not break throats nor steal. Where treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is eye. If your eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. If your eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If there was a light, if she be darkness, how great is the darkness? No man can serve two masters. Either way, he'll hate the one and love the other. Or else he holds the one and despises the other, he could not serve God and Mammon. Therefore, no such life, saying, what shall we eat, what shall we drink, and your body, how shall we clothe it on? Not the life more than meat, and bodies than raiment, because the fowls of the air. So not as the reap that gather the runs, but the Heavenly Father feeds them. And not much more they what show you by the kistat can add one cubit on Christatorium. And why take kistat for the raiment? Consider the lilies of the field how they grow. It was not a rare spin by saying to you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If God so clothes the grass, which they eat, and the work cast in the oven, how much more he clothes you, little face? Take therefore no thought for life, saying, what shall we eat, what shall we drink, and everybody body, how shall we clothe it on? For after all the things Gentiles think, for the Heavenly Father know that you have need of all the things. But think first for the kingdom of God, his righteousness, and all the things shall be added to you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the thing of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Judge not that you will not be judged. For if wrought judgment judge, you will be judged, and wrought misery meet, it will be misery to you again. Why behold you the mote in your brother eye, consider not the beam in your eye? How will you say to your brother, let me blow out the mote out from your eye, and behold the beam in your eye? O hypocrite, blow out the beam out from your own eye, and shall see clearly to cast out the mote out from your brother eye. Give not that which is called under dogs, neither cast your pearls per swine, lest it trample them under their feet, and chew again and range you. Ask shall be given to you, seek you shall find, knock shall be opened to you. For everyone that asks receives, seeks finds, his knockers will be opened to him. Which of you is a man, when his son asks him bread, will he give him a stone? When he asks him fish, will he give him a serpent? Wherefore, when you being evil know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more Heavenly Father will give good gifts to them that ask him? Wherefore, whatsoever you would that man shall do to you, doing so to them, this alone the prophets. Enter you at the straight gate. Who right is gate and browse the way which is instruction, and man is going thereat. Because straight the gate and narrow the way which seems unto life, people that find it. Ye are the false prophets which come to you sheep clothing, but they verily rhyme with fools. You shall know them by their fruits. Do one get the grapes of thorns, or figs of zealous, even so every good tree brings forth good fruit, but corrupt tree brings forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, and a corrupt tree brings forth good fruit. Every tree which cannot bring forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore you will know them by their fruits. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter in the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father. Men shall come unto me that day will say, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? Have we not cast out devils in thy name? Have we not done many wonderful works in thy name? Then we will prophesy unto them, I never knew you, depart from me who work on law. Therefore everyone that heareth saying, my does them, I shall like it as a wise man, which builds house upon the rock. And the rain standing as the floods came and the winds blew, and beat up that house, it fell not, it was found upon the rock. Everyone that heareth saying, O my, does them not, shall be likened to a foolish man, which builds house upon sand. And the rain standing as the floods came and the winds blew, and beat up that house, it fell, great was the fall of it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, he restores my soul, he leadeth me on the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yes, though I go through the shadow of the valley of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepared for me the table in presence of my enemies. You anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Do not render evil for evil. Love your enemies. Your enemy hungry, give him food. Thirsty, give him drink. By doing so, you put hot coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil. Evil overcome by good. 2 pennies to a poor widow to remember. She gave more than all. They gave what from left over what they had, but she gave all what she had for one day. and 2 horns of Joseph. Those nations are quality of Ephraim and Manasseh, and who do not care about his own household worse. Yeah, Tobias reminded, worse than unbeliever. Peace and Israel inhabitants of Jerusalem. Not 2 sparrows sold by departing on the marketplace, and none of them shall fall on the ground without the will of your Father. For your hairs numbered on your head. Therefore, you much more than those sparrows. Therefore, everyone who confesses me before man, I will confess him before heaven the Father. Everyone that enemy before man, I will lend him before heaven the Father. Всички, кто же бы вызвал мне пред ним, вызвал мне копред Отцем моим, который есть в небесах. Кто бы себе заправил мне пред людьми, заправил всякого пред Отцем моим, который есть в небесах. Шалом.